The Bible clearly states the following. Number one, the Father is God. 1 Corinthians 8:6 tells us, there is one God, the Father, by whom all things were created and for whom we live. 2, the Son is God. Hebrews 1:8 tells us, but to the Son he says, your throne, O God, endures forever and ever. You rule with a scepter of justice. Now realize that's God the Father speaking to Jesus, whom he called God. Wow. Number 3, the Spirit is God. In Acts 5:3 and 4, Peter confronts Ananias for lying to the Holy Spirit. And then he says, how could you do a thing like this? You weren't lying to us, but to God. And there are many more passages that support these 3 points. These are just a few. However, Deuteronomy tells us that there's only one God. That seems to be a contradiction, doesn't it? You may find yourself thinking, well, how is that possible? Well, here's a diagram to help us wrap our minds around this concept. As I said, God is the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. However, that does not mean that the 3 are the same. The Father is not the Son is not the Spirit is not the Father. They are all God and are united as one, but they are 3 separate entities with unique roles. Clear? As mud, right? Okay, hang in there. There is an understandable tension because it's beyond our human comprehension. That's where faith comes into effect. In Isaiah 55:8-9, God said, my thoughts are nothing like your thoughts, and my ways are far beyond anything you could imagine. For just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. That is so true. Because you see, it's never been about understanding. It's about believing. Big difference. As Christians, we believe a lot of things we can't explain and may not understand. For example, the virgin birth, the flood and the ark, Jonah and the whale, Jesus' baptism, all his miracles, and even the resurrection. Can you explain how that happened? No. Do you understand how that happened? No. But do you believe that it happened? A resounding yes. Your belief is not based on your understanding. As we said in our very first video, belief is a choice and requires faith. Accepting the truth of the Holy Trinity requires that same faith. In trying to define what something is, it can be helpful to define what it is not, which we'll cover in our next video.